Well, hi there viewers, Princess Strawberry here, and I'm back with another daily vlog. So I know I haven't really been doing these live broadcasting type videos for a while because I haven't really been updating you guys. And a lot of you guys have been personally messaging me on my social media sites. Don't worry, after I'm done the video, I will update my description box and you guys can check out my social media sites. Shoot me a message if you like. A bunch of you guys have been asking me about my eye. My eye has completely healed. That's not the problem now. I went to the hospital today because I was stupid yesterday and was at my boyfriend's house, and I call it a door stopper. I don't know what you guys want to call it, but there's like this decoration. It's a horse. It's stainless steel. It holds the door open, stops it from closing, as I guess you could say. And I stumped my toe off of it now on both my feet, and I'm going to show you guys. So this is my right foot. I gotta take care of my calluses and dry skin, so I'm gonna be doing that today. But this toe on both feet is inwards because out of all the toes I could hit off objects, it always seems to be these ones. So that's why it's inwards, because it broke. Last time I smacked it, it broke and it healed the other direction. And I was stupid and didn't get it checked. So this is why this toe is inwards, and then this is just dry skin. I'm going to be taking care of my feet today. And then over here, again, I got to take care of the dry skin right here. I don't know. So, and then this is the toe I went to get looked at today. And I actually swear I thought I broke it today. Now, it probably doesn't look like much for you guys. Zooming in a little too far. There we go. That little red spot right there is scraping. Somehow I made my toe bleed. And then the rest of it is swollen. And the inside is completely bruised. Luckily I did not break it. But, so, I'm going to be doing a first aid treatment on my feet today. So I think I've done a video about this before. I'm not quite sure. I might have done a first aid treatment on my feet and showed you guys before. I think I did, because I know at one point I pulled my toenail upwards and it almost ripped my whole nail off. But I'm going to be starting. Also, don't mind me, I'm in my pajamas. We got Snoopy. I know it's not Christmas yet. We're just getting into Halloween. So, I gotta get my little pail here under the sink. Here we go. So, regular cleaning pail. So, I'm going to rinse this out. I'm also going to put a little bit of warm water, soap, and some salt. And I'm going to soak my feet for 10 minutes. And I'm going to clean them right out. It's a disinfecting process. I'm also going to need to go in my first aid kit over here and get some Polysporin. I'm also going to need to take some pain pills. And I might need an ice pack. So I'm just doing what the doctor said. He suggested taking pain pills for the pain, putting an ice pack on it, take down the swelling, and my personal home remedy is to soak it in warm water with salt and soap to clean out any crap. If my foot is still hurting like it is right now, tomorrow I won't be going swimming. So I plan to go to the YMCA for their free swim. I chose to do, because they changed their schedule. I choose to go swimming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because during the week, you only get 1 hour. And on weekends, it's like 2, maybe almost 3 hours. So basically 2.5. So, okay, what is this? Muscle and joint. Also, I barely have any feeling left in that toe. It's not a big deal because, like he said, I could lose a toe and still use my foot. So, where is it? We are looking for the Polysporin. What is this? Afterbite. Not what I'm looking for. That's a bandage, which I completely just unraveled. Which I'm going to take that out because I got to roll that back up. Ow, Polysporin. Here we go. Not much left. Guess what I'm putting on my shopping list? I'm going to put some Polysporin. Looks like I got floor cleaner, bacon, and eggs so far on my list there. I got a little list going. So, this is Polysporin. And I'm going to need pain pills. So there's a whole process that I'm deciding to do now. about this. So it looks like we gotta rinse out this bucket, which is not that hard to do, like, honestly. Just like that. And then I gotta get the warm water going. I don't want it too hot because I don't want to burn my feet. So now we're into the bathroom here, and okay, so this is my little shower. We got coconut body wash, which I am planning on actually using. I could use this if I wanted. I have like 3 things of body wash open, or I have this honey cream body wash. So we're gonna go with the coconut because anything coconut is good for you. They actually have coconut shampoo because when I went to the hairdresser the one last time to get my hair cut, and I'm due for another haircut soon, that they used coconut shampoo, and all I know is when my hair hits the sun, it glows. Literally, like it's gold blonde color. It's heated up yet. Ooh, it's warm. Alrighty. So, I'm just going to turn that off for a second. I'm going to have to put my camera down. But it's okay. Because I got a whole technique and process I got to do here. So, I was at the hospital today. Here's my hospital band. It's overly sized. Like, it slides right off my wrist. I don't bother wearing it because I don't think I'm going to need to go back to the hospital. But, you know, tomorrow is Friday the 13th, so let's not jinx anything. So we're going to fill this up halfway with water. But first, here's my clean pair of socks. Just because. I also got to get the salt from the cupboard. So, hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. My phone isn't exactly, there you go. Let's get some things off the counter here so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. Is this helping? There we go, much better. So, to clean up my foot, we're going to be using this salt. You only need, like, I basically just use enough to cover the bottom, like, you know, cat litter box. That's all I need. Now you could go ahead and use the peroxide method, but you know that stuff stings like the dickens. I don't know why there's scissors here. We ain't gonna use those. Almond vanilla. There's also coconut in this, so that's really good for your skin. And I think I just broke it. Did I? Did I just break it? Maybe? Nope, okay. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of this in. The faucet doesn't exactly work. See, it's just jammed. So, I just pour a little bit in. Not too much. So we got the salt. I picked out my body wash that I want to use. Make sure I still got warm water. And into the bucket. So I basically killed 2 birds with 1 stone. If you know that reference, don't take that literally, meaning that I am going to be using this warm bucket of salty water to clean my feet and soak them and get rid of dry skin, calluses, and clean up my foot, my toe. And I also cleaned up my dish scrubbers. So basically doing 2 things at once. So now we're going to take this over to where I'm going to be sitting on the hard tile floor. I'm going to need a towel. I think the rock that I need, yeah, it's right here. So this is what we're going to be using to get the calluses off my toes and the dry skin. So, trying to think, make sure that there's nothing else I absolutely need. You know, I might need paper towels. Alrighty. Because once I sit down, you know, I didn't even grab a towel yet. Damn. Okay. Still gonna need a towel. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe sort of, kind of. Okay, we're good. If it's noisy, it's because this fan right here is going. So. Alright, I'm gonna move the bucket for a second. So we soak my feet for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna be using the rock. Okay, here we go. So, hopefully you guys can see what I'm kind of doing. I'm not even sure if you guys will. Okay. Hang on, I'm going to use my old technique and get the tape roll. Because as most of you know, where did it go? Oh, it's already on my desk. I use a tape roll to prop up my phone. So, and like I said, I believe in my last video when I did the Lego project that I'm going to be getting a new phone in 3 months. So hopefully the quality and the camera would be better. I'm sure it will be. So we're just going to put my phone inside the tape roll if it will work. Yep, there we go. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to need this rock. And I might need paper towel. I don't know. Make sure my pajamas are rolled right up because I don't want to get them soaked. So now this is the fun part that I'm doing. So this is a bucket of warm water, my favorite body wash, coconut, almond, vanilla, and then we got a bit of salt in there. So this is the foot that's not injured, but there's some dry skin on it. There's calluses. So this technique helps. That's a little warm. I gotta get my foot used to it. If it's too hot, then you may have to add a cup of cold water. And I'm just gonna put a cup of cold water in because that's a little too warm. Okay, and by cup, I should have said glass, because this is a glass. So here we go, we have a cup of cold, a glass, I'll be alright. Well, technically it's a cup because it's plastic, and it's a glass because it's tall. So either or works. So we're going to pour that in. Not all in one spot around. It just kind of makes the water not so hot. Put that on the table. I'm going to soak my foot. See, that's a lot better. Okay, you see my face is cringing just because it's warm. But wait till I put my injured foot. So, yeah, basically this morning at like 12 in the afternoon, I decided I was going to go to the hospital and get my toe checked out. I smashed that toe off of so many things. So, they call it the fourth toe. So, this toe on each foot is pointing inwards because I beat them off so many objects, and they basically they were broken at one point and just healed inwards, so it's not a big deal. Like, one of my friends, literally, I don't remember what they did, but their pinky toe on both feet has been removed because they injured it somehow and they couldn't save it. But like the doctor told me today, literally, it doesn't matter if I ended up losing the fourth toe on each foot because we just use our toes for walking. Some people are born with no arms and hands, so they are amazed. It's amazing what you can do with your feet. Like, I can sometimes pick up things with my feet. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. So if I move the bucket for a second, see, look at that. I can pick up some things with my feet. Sometimes I'm so pathetically lazy. When I get changed in the morning and I throw my dirty socks at the basket and I miss, I'll use my feet to pick it up and put it in the basket. I'm just pathetically lazy that way. I don't feel like bending over just to pick it up, so yeah, once you get comfortable with the water, and if it's still too hot, then add another cup or whatever of cold water. So I'm just soaking my foot. And then what you're gonna do is I gotta pat the bottom of my foot for a second. So like I don't have any dry skin or calluses on the bottom of my foot, but I'm still gonna use the rock. Now, you can go ahead and buy the really expensive rocks, or you can get the cheap ones like I did. Sorry, I'm like pulling down my shirt. This rock cost me a whole $1.25 at the dollar store. So this is just taking off dead skin. Oh, apparently there was some dead skin on my foot. Who knew? So I just do this, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to that one callus on that one toe. This is what my doctor suggested. This is how you get rid of calluses. And it's just on that one toe. I don't know. Let me just do this. So on the top of my big toe, it's really dry and patchy skin. So I soak it in this warm water with soap and salt. Soak it. Well, you're supposed to soak it for 10 minutes, but this isn't the bad foot. So we haven't even got to the bad foot yet. So there we go. And if you like, you can soak your foot again like I'm going to. Just dunk it in a couple times. The salt, once you like take that flaky dry skin off, then the salt will pick it off, like wash it off. So this foot is, I can't even speak today. This foot is basically done. So now we gotta deal with the injured foot. So this is gonna be fun, considering every time I touch that toe, the tip of it, where that scratch is, it hurts. But I don't feel the rest of the toe, so I think I messed up a nerve or something, but... Okay, cringy feelings. It's because there's salt in the water. See, this is why I said we didn't even get to the injured foot. So you guys are experiencing me in pain. I'm like, yeah, this is nice. Not nice. Okay, we're gonna put half a cup. Really, I can't even speak. We're going to put half a cup of cold water in the pail because it's a little too warm for my sore foot. Give me a second. Okay, that's not even half, but whatever. So this is my cup, if you guys can see. We're going to pour that in the bucket. Now I got that song in my head. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, hello. Okay. No, see, now it's still stinging. It's not because the water's warm, it's just because I put salt in it. Cool, my foot's bleeding. That's nice. Actually, it's supposed to do that. It can do that because there's a scrape on the top. Okay. I'm gonna take my foot out for a second. This is what, okay, peroxide is worse because it bubbles. So, you guys are seeing me in pain. Now, the doctor didn't suggest I do this. This is just my home remedy. Okay. This is just my home remedy. Now, I can do this for the next 3 days if I choose to. Once a day for the next 3 days. There we go. See, now I can finally keep my foot in the bucket. It's like really stinging. If I had one of those squishy toys, I'd probably pop it. Let's just say. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 8, and 7. You know, I didn't even count in order. Okay, so my foot is completely in the bottom of the pail. Try not to move it too much. So I'm going to let this soak for maybe a few minutes, and then I'm probably going to take it out and use this little rock thing on it. Now, before I dump the pail of water, I also disinfect and clean the rock So I would dunk this in a couple times and hang it back on the sink to dry, just because I use this on my feet. And there's also paint on this and nail polish, because they probably took some nail polish off my other foot. See, now it's still stinging. It's just because there's salt, and the salt cleans it out, but yeah. But yeah, that body wash moisturizes my skin. The salt cleans out like the dead skin and helps to heal that one toe. It's not the first time. Like the first time I smacked this toe, the fourth toe on, I think it was my cat's clawing post. It was wooden at the time. So, and I smacked it off and it was all bruised and it was black and purple, and I swear I broke it. And then I never bothered to really get it checked at the hospital. And a couple days later, I went to school and I told my teachers, and they said, that looks like it's broken. And then I eventually found out after it healed, yeah, it's broken, because that fourth toe is pointing that way. Basically, on both my toes, that fourth toe is pointing inwards, because they're broken, but they healed the other way. So I don't know, do I have feeling in that toe? So this is the pinky, I feel that. This is the fourth toe. I can completely put it straight and touch it. I do feel it. So this foot is probably good, but this one I'll find out after. So I'm going to take my foot out. So if you guys can see, my foot is a little red. We're going to take the bucket. We're going to set that aside. In a second, pull down my shirt. Actually, it's a tank top. It's still a shirt though. We're going to dry my foot. Okay. You know, when they did the x-ray on my toe today to see if it was broken, they had to tape my foot down. I didn't dry the bottom of my foot. So this foot definitely needs to get the dry skin off. So again, the same with the other foot. I'm going to take this little rock and just kind of like scrape the bottom. I hit that toe. This is going to be like one of those epic fail videos. So this is what they call the big toe. The second toe, the third toe. The fourth toe, okay, yeah, I definitely feel this, so I know it's not broken because he told me. It's just really badly bruised on the inside. There's a scratch on the top, and it's quite swollen. So, like I said, I'm just taking the rock. So this is like my home remedy, first aid treatment. You know, if I stump my toe tomorrow, I guess they could say it was bad luck because it's Friday the 13th tomorrow. This is Thursday the 12th in October. Coco, please don't chew on the cage. It does get annoying. So she proceeds. Yeah, I called the veterinary clinic about my baby guinea pig chewing on her cage, and they told me it's because she's bored. Really? Because she does it in the middle of the night, too. I swear, she gets it from her mother. And you want to know how I think that? Because every once in a blue moon, I'll take my baby guinea pig to the pet store to visit her parents, and her mother chews on the cage. So I think that's where she gets it from. I don't think she's bored, but you know, that's just my opinion. Look, it's a scar on my ankle. Probably you guys ain't gonna see that. Let me see. I gotta get the phone here. Look, so you want to know where that scar came from? Give me a second. So here is my foot. See this little white dot right there? That's a scar. And it's because I was stupid and was bike riding on the sidewalk with no helmet, and I got hit by a car. And the worst part is that I couldn't walk after because I hurt my ankle really bad. So I got carried home by a police officer. So this is what it's looking like. And that really freaking hurts. I'm trying my best not to swear because apparently you get age restricted. So as you guys can see, I gotta take this rock and work on the big toe a little bit. But this is the injured toe right here. Like, I can feel it. I know there's feeling in there. But yeah, look at this. Look at my 2 feet compared. So, okay, get rid of the towel for a second. I gotta re-soak them anyway. So if you guys can see, this is the fourth toe. And you guys can see how it's going inwards. And the same with this toe. It's going inwards. Because out of all my toes that I could have smacked off objects, it had to be these two. Had to be the fourth toe. I don't know why, but it's just always those toes. So whenever I kick, I don't know, a dresser, a table, a chair, or anything, it's always the fourth toe. So, and I'm going to go ahead and use that rock on my foot. Okay, why is my phone not going? There we go. So hopefully you got, oh, there we go, we're good. It's called propping up my camera so I can have my hands free to do what I need to. So, I'm going to dunk my foot back in the water for a second. Like that. A little bit of stinging, but that's because it's cleaning it out. Now I know I said I was only dunking it. No, you don't have to do this remedy if you don't want to, but it's, for me, it's the best way to clean out my foot. Because like I said, I stumped my toe off a stainless steel door holder or door stop or whatever you want to call it. It holds the door open anyway. And it's stainless steel. I know it was painted black, but who knows if it's rusted. So this also cleans out an infection if there is one. So again, I'm just using this rock to smooth out my big toe. This is where the calluses are mostly. I'm not sure why, but so. And because I haven't been doing YouTube videos for quite a while, nor have I been vlogging, I haven't been feeling well. I did recently move in my new apartment. It's awesome. I've just been busy, and we're going into the holidays. I know Halloween is not technically a holiday, but on Halloween weekend, I'm helping my grandma move. So I'm going to be busy, plus we just had Thanksgiving. Still got to take that the rest of the frozen turkey out of the freezer. Because my boyfriend wants to come over and make turkey sandwiches, so he was the one that suggested I get my toe looked at, by the way. Oh, and even better, he was so nice. While I was at the hospital, I texted him I'm hungry, and he told me to go buy myself, he bought me lunch basically at the hospital. So it was really nice. I had fish and chips. It was like at the cafeteria. They had a cafeteria and then they had a Tim Hortons. And I went to the cafeteria, ordered fish and chips and a bottle of Pepsi. But I ordered at the cafeteria, but I had to pay at Tim Hortons. But it just does not make sense. But when you're at the cafeteria, you can't pay for your Tim Hortons meal. You have to go to Timmy's. So it's freaking confusing. So you can pay for the cafeteria at both places, but you can't pay for Timmy's at both places. It does not make sense. So I'm just like, whatever, but my meal was good. I even ended up bringing home one piece of fish and some extra fries, and I gave that to my boyfriend. Well, he paid for it, and I wasn't going to eat it, so only right that he eats it. He actually really liked the fish. Surprisingly, hospital food is really good. I've only been to Tim Hortons. I've never really been to the cafeteria, but it was also kind of weird. There was a bunch of people staring at me, and I'm like, what are you staring at? I'm just a normal person eating my food, like everybody else. But anyways, answering questions while I'm doing this to my foot, scraping all the dead skin and crap off. You guys have been asking how I'm doing other than that. I'm pretty good. My health is pretty good right now other than that toe. I haven't got the flu yet. I might get the flu shot. I didn't get it last year. So I did call my doctor and ask him, I'm going to talk to him November 1st to see about going for an allergy test, because like that body wash right there has vanilla in it. I'm supposed to be allergic to vanilla, white cheese, and dust. That has vanilla in it, and I haven't broken out. The only reason why I'm red is because the water was really warm. And I'm like, I want to go for an allergy test to see what I'm exactly allergic to. If it is vanilla, then maybe it's just vanilla on its own. You know what I mean? Not mixed in with other things. So, like I have allergy pills, but if I'm severely allergic to anything, I may need an EpiPen, and those things are freaking cheap. Like my friend has to use one, and her mother said that they're $100 each, depending what you're using them for. Obviously it'd be for allergies, but I mean, depending how severe your allergies are and how many you have to stock up on. So, I'm just like, but I thought an allergy test would be a good idea. I looked up online how they do them. It's basically, I'm just going to think of it as a massage on my back. Just like, surprise, surprise. I'm thinking of getting a semicolon with a heart tattoo right here on my wrist. When I get the extra money, it's only going to cost maybe $40. And it goes to prevention for suicide. Also, sitting on my fridge. Booyah. You guys can see it. Let's zoom in. Suicide prevention magnets. I found those outside actually, sticking to one of the buildings on my street. Because the buildings apparently are like magnet. So, where are my socks? My Polysporin and my napkins. Okay, so this is gonna hurt. You guys might hear it. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. I thought my ankle needed to pop. So I'm gonna take some Polysporin. I'm gonna put it on my sore toe. I'm gonna take this rock and drop it in the pail of water so it can get disinfected before I dump it. So, now here's the fun part. I've always done this. So I'm going to use paper towel because it's not like actual tissue. We're going to fold this right in. It's the size of my toe. Tiny, that's what size of it is. Looks like I peeled up some skin. That'll come off eventually. Take some Polysporin and put it on that toe. Okay, again, I don't have the table in front of me, so we're going to improvise. Use what we have, the floor. I'm going to take some Polysporin, that's about the tip of my finger, if you guys can see. Put that on my toe. Touching it very lightly, so it's very sensitive right now. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to take my finger and rinse it in the pail of water. I also flipped the rock over. You know, back in the day, oh, toilet paper towel on the roll. You see me rolling, they hating. Oh God, I love that song, Amanda. Okay, anyway, didn't need my socks. I covered that one injured toe in Polysporin. I'm gonna take some paper towel. See, this is what I didn't like when he used the tape. Kind of like, just like that. Now here's the fun part. Try doing this one-handed. These socks are clean. I'd rather use clean socks. Okay. Of course, when I put my laundry away, I never put my socks in the right way. So we're going to try and get my sock on. Booyah! And that's going to have to stay there because I don't want the Polysporin getting in the sock. Yeah. Now I don't have to worry, put the lid on the Polysporin. I'm probably going to take my pain pills because that toe is in a lot of pain right now because like I said, I injured it. So there we go. I took care of my calluses, took care of my dry skin, took care of my feet, that injured toe. Now I'm going to pull my pant legs down. These are my pajamas I ordered off Walmart. It actually comes with like a matching sleep hat. So there we go, we're going to wipe up the floor. So, there we go, I'm probably just going to do cleanup. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and look at that, very clean. Paper towel. You see me rolling, you guys get the idea. I'm not sure, is that the name of the song, You See Me Rolling, They Hating? I gotta look up and see. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions, comment down below, message me on my social media sites, which will be linked in the description box below. And smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye.